Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here today to work on some Christmas tags. So I've pulled out the things I want to start out with my bases. Some of this cardstock, you can see burgundy here. I've got some kind of light craft colored and some green, really pretty colors. And so first I'm going to go ahead and work with this burgundy or reddish color. I didn't have any like true red cardstock, so I just looked around and pulled out what I thought I could use that I already have in my stash. I want to cut off this little strip with the hole. I'll save that though. It is cardstock, so I can cut that up and use it for little tiny like mini tags or something. Or punches, you know, punch the little punches out of it. So here's my cardstock, and then I thought I put on top of that, this is true red here with craft cardstock, but I think that'll look pretty on there. And I pulled out, this is one piece. I don't know where I got this tissue last year. I think I got it somewhere. I picked it up somewhere. See, it has a whole, I have a whole thing of it here. And I don't think I've used any of it. Like maybe I got it after Christmas last year, and I really don't know where I got it. So let's just go ahead and see if we can glue a piece of this down is what I want to do onto my cardstock. So I think I want it a little bit showing on the edges. So I'm going to cut, I don't think I can cut this with my paper cutter. I like to cut a straight line though. So let me, I kind of, you know what, I think I should maybe cut my tag shapes first and then put that on, okay? So I'm going to cut some strips, I think, that I want my, the size of my tags. So I'm not really measuring, I'm just kind of eyeballing. You know, I want them to be kind of tall, narrow tags, but not too narrow. So maybe about right there. So that should be good. See? Okay. And also I want to, let me just go ahead and do one. I want to layer this over this. So I'm going to cut another strip here. See, this is 8.5 by 11, and that other one was 12 by 12. But I'm going to measure with this and kind of figure out where I want, how big I want this to, you know, of a border I want around this piece. So I'm going to just do it like this. Yeah, just a narrow border. I can cut more off if I need to. Let's see how that's going to be. Something like that. Yes, that'll look pretty. Okay. Maybe we can get 2 tags out of this. So let's cut this in half. Pretty much in half. I can't go by this though. I need to go by this because this is my shortest piece. So let me do this one first. Well, let me fold it. This is how I usually measure when I'm cutting something in half. I just make a little fold, not all the way, but just a little crease so I can see where I need to cut. All right, there we go. Those are our first base, and then this is going to go on top of that. And I want my border again, so I'm going to cut a little bit up from the bottom here, about right there. Make a little crease there. All right, one. Okay, I want another one that same size. Since I cut those 2 pieces the same size, I know that I need these the same size. hopefully that'll work out right. Got my coffee here. It's morning, and I'm doing a little crafting before work. I ran out of time last night to do today's video, so I tried to get up early today. Set my alarm even. I usually don't set my alarm. I just kind of wake up in the morning. But today I set my alarm since I wanted to get up early. Okay, so those were our bases. So let's go ahead and glue those together. So I know I want that like that. Let me make sure I want to go ahead. Maybe I'll do this first. Put this on here. Okay. So let's see how I'm going to do this. Like I said, I want another border around here. So let me grab my scissors. Let's see if I can cut. This looks like it's pretty much a straight line here. So I'm going to cut another piece over here. Okay, so there's my edge where I have my fingernail. And I'm going to cut a little bit over from that because I want a border. And see if I can cut a straight line here on this tissue paper. I'm going to cut enough for both of those tags. I'm going to do both of these the same. And I want to make a bunch of tags, so you might see me come back with some more, not the same as this, but some more ephemera type, Christmas ephemera type videos in the next week or two. I've been wanting to do this, so I figured I better go ahead and get started. So I think I've cut a pretty good little bit of narrow it enough to get on these pieces here. Now I need to cut the length, so about right there. No baby yet, just in case you've been watching my channel. You know I'm baby watch for my son and daughter-in-law, and they're scheduled to be induced on Monday, but you know, still could go before then. So let's see, I think this says Santa's Workshop. Now this is going to be possibly covered up. I don't know yet what I might put on top of here, or I might just leave it like this. I want to see what it looks like when I get this on there, and then decide if I want anything on top of this. But I had bought this last year and I didn't use it. When I was getting out things to make ephemera, I thought, you know, let me use some of this tissue before I go through another year of not using it. You know what I mean? So, okay, so we're going to glue all this together and see what we have. Like this. So to glue my cardstock, well, let's go ahead and glue this tissue. This is my little, this is like a trivet that I use for gluing on so that I don't get glue all over my mat here. So I've got some glue sticks. Usually tissue paper will glue down. Tissue paper or napkin usually glues down well for me with just a glue stick. So let's see, this is a new one. Let me use up this one that I already started. I've got some other elements here that I pulled out to use on tags. So I plan on, I don't know if you can see everything over there. You probably can't see much of it. But I pulled out a bunch of stuff like stickers and little clothespin, Christmas clothespins with Christmas owls and Christmas reindeers and little, what are they? Yeah, those are those couple different kinds of reindeer, some snowmen, you know, just some fun stuff. Lots of stickers and some rubber stamps. I think I should put this glue on my cardstock instead of this tissue paper. Okay, let's see how this does. I think I'm going to put some on here too because I don't know if I got it all over that, and I don't want any like pieces without glue on it. So let me put some over here too. Let's see, am I doing this right? Yeah, I'm doing it right. So I want the craft cardstock behind the red, because it'll kind of bring the colors together as far as the red and the cardstock color and or the craft, I'm going to say the craft color of the cardstock and the craft color of the card, the tissue paper. Let's see. I want to get it straight as possible, but if it didn't get straight, I almost think that would be kind of neat to have kind of a wrinkles in the background, but it's not wrinkling. So that's fine. If it looks like it was going to try to wrinkle, but then when I push it down like this, it's pushing out the wrinkles. So it is going down nicely. Okay, and you can see it looks like it's gluing down nicely with my 2 layers of glue there on the tissue and the cardstock. And so this one's going to go behind that. And for that, I'm going to use my art glitter glue to glue the 2 pieces together. I have some other glue here I need to use up. I wonder if I should try that. I need to maybe, I have about a little under half a bottle here of art glitter glue. And so I have plenty, but when it gets to be below half, I kind of get worried. Like I need to order some more. But I looked at it. This is some glue I got from Dollar Tree. This liquid, it's called liquid adhesive. And it worked, last time I used it, it worked really well. I just haven't used it in a while. So I got some on there. Let me spread that out a little bit. There's probably plenty, but I want to, so I was like looking, like when I looked for it on Amazon, I think the price has gone up a little bit since the last time I bought it, but I did find one kind of a good deal on a 2-pack. But it was still not cheap. You know how art glitter glue is. It's not cheap. So I was like, I don't know if I want to bite that bullet this week. You know what I mean? So I just was like, let me use some what I have. And then see, I might get some, like I'm trying this one today. Let's see how that does. That's the one from Dollar Tree. And I have used tacky glue before. I thought, well, maybe I'll use some tacky glue just as, a little bit of a, try to save myself where I can't, where it works well at least, instead of always using my, just to save a little money, it's just so expensive. It's like, really? The most costly thing in my crafts is my glue. It's insane, right? But it's such good glue that you want everything to stick together. So it's like, what do you do? So let me see if I can, I know Jovi at Creating with Jovi uses, I believe she uses tacky glue a lot, and she has some nice success with that. There we go, that's pretty, right? Just like that. See how it's craft colored here? But you can see the burgundy through it, and then it's craft colored back here. So it's kind of all, coordinating. So let's do this one. The same way, but I'm going to go and skip the part where I put glue on there and just put it on here. I don't think I really need it on the tissue paper, plus it's hard to put on that tissue paper. We'll probably glue down easier if I don't mess with putting glue on the tissue paper. And I'm not using my glue board to glue on like I said I wanted to. Call this my glue board. Even though it's small, it's good for these little pieces, right? All right, and I think that is probably plenty of glue there. So yeah, Dollar Tree, sells little tiny bottles of tacky glue too. If I don't want to, commit to a bigger bottle, I probably will just pick up some tacky glue. In fact, I might have some here somewhere. I gotta figure out where I put it. I thought I picked up a bottle maybe just to try out, but I need to use up this one first too, like I said, and it might be very same as or very similar to tacky glue, and they're both $1, dollar tacky glue and the dollar, at Dollar Tree, liquid adhesive. So there we go, that's good. I like it says December 25th right in the middle of both of these. Isn't that cool? See why I'm like Santa's Workshop. I'm not wanting to cover this up now, but my idea, I think, was I was thinking of putting some more on here, but I really like the words on here right now. So let's put glue on here so we don't go over our, you know, space that we need glue in, since the back piece is bigger than this. I want to make sure I get it on the corners, but not too much here. I think that's plenty. And then this right in the middle of that. I just wanted to do something, the reason I'm layering is I wanted to do something besides just have, you know, tissue paper on one piece. I just wanted to, you know, and since I'm thinking of not putting anything on here, that works out well. And then also, the dark, if you wanted to use this also as a journaling space, you would have this is easier to write on than this burgundy piece of cardstock, right? So, works out well. Let me put on my lids on my glue here. And then we'll see if we have time for another type of glue stick. I just want to make sure this is pressed down together so we don't, I don't want to rip my tissue paper though. This is trying to turn up a little bit. You can always put that under something flat if it tries to, and that did it too. I flattened it out again. Okay, so let's move this over and see what kind of hole I want to punch in here. I think I'm going to leave these as rectangle tags instead of like trying to cut corners or anything like that. I think that's a cool way also to do tags. And I have red. Let's see what else. I have gold. That would look pretty. And I have some gingham fabric. That might look pretty. I mean, this is red on here, and this is burgundy, so I think that red would add a nice, gingham would add a nice touch to it and liven it up a little bit more. So let's try that. I mean, this would too. This is just seems like it's so bright compared to that, so I don't think I want that on there right now. I have some light blue over here, different blues also of ribbon I could use, but that's not going to go with this. So I'm going to use my bigger hole in my crocodile here. See if I can punch a hole right in the middle. And I can, let's see, make sure I'm not ripping my paper here. This crocodile, sometimes I really don't like it, but I do like it. I love it, but sometimes it annoys me with that, the way mine gets stuck on the hole. And then I pulled it off and I left a little piece there, but the ribbon should cover that up. I'm going to use my regular old one here in this one. They're my regular cheap, you know, little hole punch. And see how this one does. See, this is the top. So I'm going to punch a hole right in the middle. I don't want it too far down. I want it in the middle. Okay, that one did better than my crocodile. Okay, so let's cut a little angle on our fabric here. So we have a pretty little angle on here. And this is a very long piece. I wonder, I don't think I want it that long. Let's cut it in half too. I don't think I need it that long. I'm going to cut an angle in the middle here. And I got some frays happening, which is good. We like frays. Just adds to our look. Well, if I can get the string off of there. Okay, so let's put this through one and see how we like it. So this is, yeah, this is fabric. So, okay, there's one. Pretty cute, right? Simple, fast, easy. but very cute. And then this one, let me see if I want to do it the same way. You can do your little toppers as far as your strings in different ways. When I was in Florida, I started doing something like this because what didn't I have? I think I didn't have a hole punch with me or something. I don't know. I forget what I didn't have. But I did a little thing like this where I just took my ribbon and crossed it and did a little thing like that and sewed it on, and that was super cute. Or you can take your you can almost make a little handle, cut the appropriate size ribbon. This is too long for this, but make a little handle almost like this where you have like a little, like something like that with your ribbon if it fits and works out. You know what I mean? It just would be shorter so you wouldn't have those strings hanging down. But yeah, you can do your ribbons on the top in different ways. Just use your imagination. I usually end up doing it this way, but I do like the other little loop that I made when I was in Florida. That was really cute too. Those are in my baby book that I made for my shop. So those were fun. Okay, this is a little bit of a lot of fabric to get through that hole, but it's okay. I could have cut this thinner if I wanted, but it's pretty thin already, so I really didn't want to cut it any thinner if I didn't have to. All right, there we go. 2 tags done. Now we'll see what we can get done in the time I have left. But if we get started on some, like I said, I wanted to do this. I wanted to make quite a bit, so I'll keep going when I have time, and then come back and do some with you guys, show you what I did, maybe off camera, something like that. So let's see. So I used some tissue, 2 pieces at least, right? 2 little pieces. Let's see. So I have some authentic stickers here. This is authentic, I believe. Oh no, this is Graphics 45. Yeah, I picked this up at Tuesday Morning last year. I found it there. And actually, they have a bunch. I just went the last 2 or 3 weeks, and they have a bunch. If you're looking for Christmas paper, my Tuesday Morning had a bunch. Look at these little stamps. These are cut aparts. Aren't they cute? Those would be cute on a tag. Let's try to use these. And so, yeah, I'm just saying they have a lot of authentic scrapbook paper right now. If you want some pretty scrapbook paper and you have a Tuesday Morning and you haven't been there, I would say get over there before it's gone, because look, here's some pre-cut. These are from last year. Yeah, these are from last year. I haven't got this out yet. Here's a strip I need to use up. So these were my scraps from last year. So let's use those. And yeah, I didn't buy any more because I have any more Christmas, because I have 3. I have the Graphics 45 left from last year. I have another one like this one. These came in the same pack. These pieces right here. Another pack like with those colors, and I have the pink Christmas scrapbook paper. So even though they had more beautiful scrapbook paper, I was like, I think I need to use the scrapbook paper I already have. So these would be great bases, right? Let's see. I want to see what this, if I cut this in half, how big will it be? I want to measure. I hope you don't mind a little measuring, but I just want to see what size. And then you'll know too. This is actually 3 inches wide. It looks like about 4, yeah, okay, 3 by 4. So that's a good size for a little tag. And so let's cut all of these in half, I think. And then we'll have journaling space on the back. Let me put these over here in my little cup. My little Maria mushroom cup there. So handy. That's from Maria. I'm going to say that on every video now. My little Maria mushroom cup. I'm going to call it my Maria mushroom cup. I've showed it to you before, right? If you haven't seen it, let me know and I'll show it to you next time. Okay, so there's 2. And let's cut this one in half. See, I want to make a bunch. I made a journal, a Christmas journal, and I made you know, like out of a little golden book and used up some paper, and I had made the Traveler's Notebook Christmas journals all in my shop now, and so I was like, that's enough Christmas journals in my shop. Now let me make some fun. Let me have some fun and make some ephemera. And my favorite thing probably is to make tags, so I think I wait to cut this to see if I want to layer it, because it's a thinner piece. I could, not on here, of course, but I could layer it somewhere. Maybe on some of that green would be pretty. Or even look at this. Look at this. Wouldn't this be pretty together? They were meant to go together, I think. Or even on this green right here. This green. And this Antique green, or Graphics 45 green, is the same color. All right, we got something going on here. We got something going on. We have a plan. I'm so excited now. Now I'm going to have to stop in a minute and get ready to go to work. Darn it. Work gets in the way. But got to be done. Got to pay the bills, right? Okay. All right, let's work with these. Look, oh wow, I have lots of pieces here to cover and decorate. So we're going to use these first. This was a scrap. All of this was a scrap. So we got 6 pieces to use up. So I should call this using up Christmas scraps instead of making Christmas ephemera. Oh, I guess it's both though. This actually goes, this is a little Christmas tag. Where did I get this? You know, I can't, a lot of this stuff I got last year, so I don't remember where I got it. But this is little Mickey Mouse. I think I got it free somewhere, like in a magazine or something, or somebody gave it to me. But I don't know, those are quite, I mean, oh, that looks really cute. I like that one there. This one, this is a tag on a tag. But I could almost put some pockets on here and put this in the pocket. This had some glue on it. That must have been where I got it. See where it has a glue spot where it was in, like in a magazine or something? And it was glued down and you have to pull it off. That must have been where I got that. But maybe just a, I don't know, maybe it was a sheet and part of it had the pieces, had the glue on there. So that looks good together. Let's see, how do these look with this? Is that too much? Let me cut one off. Where's my scissors? Here they are. I didn't put them back in my Maria cup and I lost them. Okay, I just want to see one of these, how they look. On here, let's cut this right here. So I hope you don't mind having a little fun. Here, some real-time Christmas crafting. Okay, see, I wanted to see how this looked, if it was too much. Actually, I could layer. I could put this on the background and then a piece of this green. That would be cool, right? Let's see how that looks. Haven't used any of this yet today. So let's cut our strip off. And we'll make some tiny tags too. Maybe we'll cut up this strip I'm cutting off right now. We can cut it up into little tiny tags. And then I have some tiny stickers here that we can stick on there and actually make some little teeny, well, that was nice and crooked, teeny tiny Christmas tags. That could be my next video where we're using up some of these strips. Look at this. I can't even cut a straight line with my paper cutter. I must start out with a straight line here. Let's get that evened up. Okay. Now, so if we're going to layer this, I want this a little thinner because this will be on top of here. I want it a little thinner than this bottom piece. So I'm going to measure like this again. A little bit like right there. Okay, and then stick that down on my paper cutter. Cut right there. Get everything lined up so I don't cut any more crooked lines. This is going to be pretty. I think it's going to be pretty. So then this will go on here, and then we will measure again with our finger, cut right there on the line. Okay, we got one piece. Let's just work on one because my bell will probably be ringing any second here. Maybe we can just get started on this piece at least and see how this is gonna, get an idea on how this is gonna look. And then we'll work on some more. Today's Friday. We'll work on some more over the weekend. So if you want to work on some more ephemera with me, I do have plans to start another journal on Sunday, a new journal. So that will probably be Sunday's video, and then maybe tomorrow and Saturday, I'll go ahead and continue working on ephemera. I would like to just keep on working on ephemera every day, right? Okay, so something like that. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down and commit because I love it already. I can just tell it's going to be beautiful. Using my Dollar Tree glue. We're going to experiment with some glues here since I had sticker shock again. Like, I've bought lots of glitter glue. I know how expensive it is, but when you actually have to shell out the money, it's like, oh goodness, it's like sticker shock all over again. I will get some more. Okay, there's my bell. So this is what we're working on, and I have to go when my bell rings, so I don't get cut off. But I will be back with it's going to be something like that. But we'll work on it. It's going to not just be that. So I'll let you go. See you later. Have a great day, and see you later. Happy crafting.